Hi everyone, Kim here, Northern California, Zone 9B. Welcome to Olive City Homestead, a simple living homestead where I share easy gardening ideas for beginners and for those who like to experiment in the garden. In today's short video, short for me anyway, I want to share with you why you should not be anxious about your garden. And no, I'm not anxious about my garden, though I certainly could be.
Do my plants have some disease? What is this? Oh my goodness, it's spreading. It's all over my garden. First the zucchini, here the pumpkin. Definitely on my cucumber. Oh no, it's even spread to my lemon tree. And my melons. Is there anywhere this disease didn't spread overnight? All over my acorn squash. Yep, on my tomatoes. Girls, what is going on? What happened last night? Did you get the disease? It's in the oregano. Did you know that, girls? It's in the oregano. Is it? It's on the liatris. What the heck?
Okay, I guess I should be expecting it now, on the yellow squash.
On the spaghetti squash. Does the borage? Yeah, on the borage.
It's on the delicata squash. It's even on the amaranth. This is getting to be ridiculous. It's everywhere.
In the corn, I don't really think it missed anything. It's pretty much everywhere. Even way up here, I'm on tiptoe to see this. It's in my purple tree collard. And on the chair next to it, just covered. At this moment, there are several serious fires going on in the Bay Area and wine country just 2.5 hours west of me. The lightning storms that have hit Northern California over the last week, they've just caused so many fires. Our whole area here is susceptible to fires in the summer and late fall every year because we're so hot and dry here. But with the intense heat wave we've been having for the last month, with temperatures, Fahrenheit temperatures 100 to 115 every day, well, the lightning storms were just bound to cause some severe problems. And they certainly have. So yes, I could be anxious about my garden. I could worry, I could stress, but there's really no need. The fire ash is coming down everywhere. It's a bit unsightly on all the garden leaves. I noticed after I did a video yesterday that there was even fire ash in my hair in the video. But, you know, the fire ash is not actually going to cause any kind of problem for my garden. Aside from the looks of it, which is no big deal, the fire ash is actually good for the garden in the long run because it's going to build up the nutrition in the soil. Now, the lightning fires in California are causing real stress and real anxiety and heartache for many people, the people who are living through the fires. And the gardeners who are there, they might lose their gardens, and that's very sad for them, but I guarantee they right now are focusing on much more urgent matters, their family, their friends, their pets, their homes, and our thoughts are with them. So in those earlier clips, I was obviously joking about the fire ash infesting my plants with disease and causing havoc in my garden. But, you know, it made me think a little bit. Once we've been doing gardening for even a little while, we start to get really invested in it. We start to really care about it. We put so much time, so much energy, physical and mental, money, and our emotions too. We're trying to grow food for our families and maybe beautiful flowers for our enjoyment and satisfaction. So it's understandable and right that it becomes very important to us over time, gardening. However, I was reminded today that it doesn't mean gardening should define us and own us, because nothing should have that much power over us. Hey, I'm no spring chicken. Yes, right, girls? The hens agree. I'm not. I'm getting up there. And as a middle-aged woman gardener, or better yet, as an independent middle-aged woman on my own, facing several health challenges, I could find plenty to worry about if I tried. But fire ash in my garden isn't on my list, no. Neither are squash bugs and tomato hornworms and other pests that might decide to attack my garden at any time they please. Yes, powdery mildew, birds chewing on leaves, the sun burning my plants to a crisp, even opossums digging in the garden at night. These are all problems that we can all face at any moment, and some of them I have. When that happens, we just step up and we do what we need to do. We research, we get advice, we try our best within our physical and financial means, and usually it works out fine. And if not, we just move on. One of my top priorities in life is to keep things in perspective and to stay positive as much as possible. And I think this really translates to the garden. So as problems do arise, and they inevitably will occasionally, in my garden, I will share my experiences with you. I will share some easy gardening ideas to solve those problems, as I already have started doing, and I hope you will benefit from them, not just from the different ideas I give you for solutions, but also hopefully from the attitude that it shouldn't get you down. It's all right if you have a problem. It's all right if a plant dies. It's all right if something isn't as productive as you thought it would be. You just try something else and life goes on and it's all good. You learn as you go, and in the end you will benefit from gardening far more than you will lose out in any way. So no, I am not anxious about my garden. In fact, I'm very excited about my garden. There's always something new to do, always some new project to try, always some new plant to plant. Just now we're getting ready to plant fall stuff, even though summer stuff's still going strong. So no, I'm not anxious, I'm excited. Now I'm going to show you something pretty cool. Kind of awesome, actually. You saw how the garden looked this morning, but look what I took out of the garden this morning.
These are just some of the veggies I harvested today. Yes, I had to wash off the fire ash, but that was easy enough. Look at this crazy Armenian cucumber. So look what I did with the buttercup squash. This was so easy to roast, and they're so delicious. If you haven't had them before, buttercup squash taste is a little sweeter than a butternut, but otherwise the texture is very similar. A little softer maybe. Anyway, very good, so you should try them. Now I think I'm going to go pick some Egyptian walking onions and some purple tree collard for stir fry tonight. So the smoke is still pretty heavy and acrid out here. You don't necessarily see it, more the absence of the sun, which is up there, sort of cloaked by all this smoke. So yeah, you don't really see the smoke, but you feel it. It's like a thick blanket of crud. It makes it hard to breathe and really burns your lungs. So you don't want to be out of here too long. But hey, on the bright side, it just so happens I already have a mask. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. Now I'm going to pick some purple tree collard right here behind me and some Egyptian walking onions and go cook dinner. If you would like to see more videos from me with easy gardening ideas for beginners and those who like to experiment in the garden and useful tips for a simple homestead life, then click the subscription button and the notification bell, and you'll know whenever I upload new content. And remember, you can garden and live your way and create the life you want.